What's good? Welcome back to my channel. I'm here another video with you guys on this nice and cold day. Alright, so for today's video it will be about my spiritual journey again. This time I will focus on overcoming social anxiety. So growing up, I was always freaking, I don't know, afraid to speak to people. Like, I remember when I would go to fast food restaurants with my dad and he would force me to say my order and I would feel so scared. So I realized like I was afraid to like speak up sometimes, and that really affected me throughout my whole life because people would misunderstand what I mean because, you know, I'm not speaking up, but I feel a certain way, I'm just not saying it out loud. So some signs that I noticed that I have social anxiety or just anxiety in general is I would shake like I'm like cold, and my heart would race when I would think about certain things, or when I'm about to go up and present, my heart will beep faster than normal, and my hands would feel sweaty and stuff like that. So of course, using the powerful tool of Google, I noticed that all these signs are related to anxiety. So instead of going straight to the hospital and then putting me on hella pills, I basically tried to overcome these things. And here are some tips that could maybe be useful to you guys too. So the first step that you want to do is hype yourself up and be confident. If you're not confident in what you're about to say, then you're gonna feel so nervous to even say it. So you gotta really like hype yourself up and think that what you have to say is really important. People could probably relate that you would probably think that whatever you're about to say, people don't give a fuck. That's why you don't want to say it at all. So you just gotta really hype yourself up to say that what you have to say is really important and it needs to be heard. Definitely be confident in yourself. Step 2 is to be open more. Like, you have all these great ideas in your mind. You gotta be able to be confident in what you say, be open to your opinions and thoughts and like that. You really wanna force yourself to open up more, even if it may feel so uncomfortable. You gotta feel the uncomfortable to be comfortable. So after you're finished with step 1 and 2, you want to go to step 3, which is stepping out your comfort zone. So this is when you're doing the uncomfortable. So the things that help me step out my comfort zone is talk to strangers. Like, say you at work and you see someone that you see all the time, you see their face and you guys be staring at each other, don't be saying shit. Go up and talk to that person and see how they are. Like, maybe you guys have some things in common. Like, just recently at work, I see this girl walking around all the time. She has dreads. Like, she carry herself like me. Like, no lie. Like, I'm dead ass. And I was like, okay, let me just try to start a conversation with her because she was working in my area that day. So, you know, we're having conversations, we play the same games, we think about the same things, we have the same dreads, like, and skincare and stuff like that. And I really feel like we have a lot of things in common. So talking to strangers would make you aware that maybe some people have some things in common. Another thing I did is dressing way different from how I usually dress. Like, you guys don't know, or maybe, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I love wearing sweaters and joggers. I like dressing cozy. Instead of dressing like that, I start to dress more girly and pick out and go to sections where I usually don't go to. I usually go to the sweaters and joggers when I go to stores, but instead I go to the tank tops, to the dresses, to the skirts, to see what I really like, to, you know, step out my comfort zone. So, you know, I wear those clothes to make me feel comfortable in my own body too. And yeah, I feel like that really helped me, and you guys should try it too. One last thing is to talk about something that you usually don't talk about. A heavy topic could be like politics, to see where other people's heads are at. Having debates will make you step out your comfort zone. Not only does the people see your point of view, but you also see theirs because they're telling you guys are having a conversation. So yeah, those are the 3 steps, and some little tips that also help me stop my anxiety from taking over my body is chewing gum. I find that chewing gum it takes my nervousness from my body into the gum because I'm chewing fast as fuck and shit. But you also don't want to be annoying with it with chewing loud as fuck and your mouth open like that. But then taking deep breaths, especially during presentations when I'm about to speak up in front of 10+ people, I just sit there and take a deep breath because I know that my heart is beating fast as fuck. So just taking deep breaths like that just helps you relax and that everything's gonna be okay. So that actually just helped me now because I was nervous as fuck making this video. But yeah. And one last thing that helped me recently, I had this presentation in this class that I just took, and I took CBD water. Now, if you want to do it the herb way, make sure you guys do CBD and not THC. I feel like with THC that makes you even more fucking paranoid and shit, because not only are you thinking about messing up in the presentation or just speaking to someone, you're also like tweaking in the inside because of the weed is making your body react to it. So I find that CBD actually took away some of my symptoms of anxiety, like the sweaty palms and, you know, shaking. I felt like I really didn't shake, and that's one thing that I noticed when I took that CBD, that I was not shaking as usual. But yeah, these are some tips that hopefully you guys could take advantage of. It helped me, and even sitting up here and getting in front of the camera is something that helps me overcome my social anxiety. Make sure you guys stay tuned for other spiritual journey videos, and I have other videos too. Go check it out. And also follow me on my social media. And I'll just see you in the next one. Later.